It's Nolan. I said I'm A-Town finest, I put my game down, grinding. Was on them Greyhounds trying to get out of state. My assignment was hit the stage at a college, encourage kids that could do it. Told them how to reach greatness, some days you must be secluded. On my own shit, hang up the phone shit, they on some clown shit. I'm David, I stay with a stone for cracking your dome with. Play me, I come to your home and ring your alarm. Bitch, I'm crazy, this ain't just a song. Quit raising your tone, prick. I'm that nigga that number one spot, nobody can't top, I ain't even got dropped though. Big dog gon' run in my block, got the blade on chop, beat nigga like Nacho. Rent do nigga sell like rock, move bass, I not do me like Rocco. Spend a bitch, she say I'm guapo. No money, I say no hablo, no English. My screenplay, try to get stretched out like Bengay. Don't call me, let you and your friend on the line, try to put it on three-way. I'm Green Bay, I'm about my cheese, nigga run up the chat like relay. Got leeway, I flip my style like I'm a lucha libre. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Happy holidays. We're coming into the Christmas season, as you may call it. And I hope everybody's doing well. One person that seems to not be doing the greatest is one Milagro Gramz. All right. And because things are not going her way, she is trying to file a motion once again. This is the second time that Milagro has filed a motion for dismissal in Megan Thee Stallion's lawsuit against her. We don't know the exact amount of money that Megan wants, but we do know it is in excess of $75,000. She put an amended claim out, including defamation, about a week ago. We went through it. And we also know that Megan and her team have been keeping close tabs on Milagro's social media behavior over the last few years and the last few months, because even as Milagro continues to tweet, do spaces, station heads, etc., each time she goes on there, Megan comes back and updates even more of the information that's available out there. So every time Milagro says something, it's documented, it's logged, just to show how long that paper trail really is of this woman having some sort of negative purview of her and trying to convince other people to see it the same way. And I think that's where a lot of this comes into play. As we know, in Megan's amended filed suit, she talks about how she feels that Tory was in basically inspiring these trains of thoughts. Remember, she also put out a restraining order on Tory Lanez so that he could not continue harassing her through third-party means, Milagro being one of those people. So here we have today Milagro stepping out with her second request for dismissal, and we're going to run through it just to see what her points are. Dismissal, I don't believe, is coming, but you know, I always say, what happens when you stop trying? That's when you fail. Let's get to it. All right. So we've got the paperwork here. Sorry, guys. So we've got the paperwork here. United States District Court, Southern District of Florida, Megan P., an individual plaintiff versus Milagro Elizabeth Cooper, an individual. Okay. This is the appendix here to her motion to dismiss. They say defendant Milagro Cooper, through undersigned counsel, hereby files this appendix to defendant's motion to dismiss plaintiff's first amended complaint. They've got unsworn declarations of Sharkinta Griley and the declaration of Michael A. Pansier. Okay? Or Pansier. Got a bunch of exhibits that they're trying to use here. And this is all, once again, for Milagro's request for dismissal. So here is Michael Pansier, which is her Florida counsel. And then you've got Unite the People, who've been representing her the entire time. They also are currently representing Tory Lanez. Okay. Certificate of service. I hereby certify that on December 23rd, 2024, I electronically filed the foregoing document with the clerk of the court using CMECF. I also certify that the foregoing is being served this day on all counsel of record in the manner specified, either via transmission of notices or electronic filing generated by CMECF or in some other authorized manner for those counsel who are not authorized to receive notice of electric filing. Okay? So, unsworn declaration of Sharkinta Griley. I don't know who this is. Files this declaration in accordance with the provisions of 28 U.S. Code Section 1746 in support of defendant's motion to dismiss plaintiff's first amended complaint and hereby state the following. Maybe she's one of these. Maybe she belongs to one of these firms. Says, I am over 18 years of age and I have personal knowledge of the facts set forth in this declaration. These transcriptions are accurate to the best of my knowledge. I verified that I have listened to the recordings while reading the transcripts. The following audios were played by me and were transcribed and timestamped by TurboScribe AI software. Okay? So these are some of the references of Milagro speaking on Megan. And I guess they're going to be using these as their reason for not wanting this to go forward. I guess they're going to try to find some information in here that directs the conversation away from defamation, harassment, etc., right? Let's get to the actual stuff going on here, right? So this is a transcription of Milagro on live from December 21st, 2022. I'm not finna sit here and read through this goddamn transcription because I don't even know how long this shit is. Right? Okay, so this is about 3 minutes and 16 seconds of transcription. I guess it wouldn't hurt to go through it. It ain't that much. I thought, because, you know, some people be on for hours with this shit. So this is December 21st. She goes on, how long, Jesus, short. Whoa. I think that's a very interesting way of starting a conversation. How long, Jesus, short. Thank you. Thank you for joining anytime. Ciao. Seems to me that there was some conversation happening before that. Are y'all trying to fool the people? Anyway, says, hey, woo. Y'all ready for this shit? So first of all, I would like to get into how good I look. I guess this is Milagro talking. She says, second of all, I want to get into NBC in this article and, the article being written in me and I think academics and No Jumper and, some other names were listed in terms of people who are independent platforms. Hey, my niece, I told y'all like you were, bitches, you're not, I'm not answering it up. Okay, bitch. I just got to turn down service. Oh, I don't know shit about no earthquake. See, what the fuck are you talking about? What is this? Okay, so then we get to this piece here. So anyway, just to put it plainly, I already went off on that hoe on Station Head. Y'all can go listen to me read that bitch for about 30 to 45 minutes, Megan. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bitch. How does that work in her favor? Milagro live stream, December 21st, 2022. Oh, we not finna go through all this, goddamn. If y'all going through the minutes of all of this shit, yeah, y'all going through the whole live stream. No wonder this shit's so long. What are y'all doing? Cause I would assume she's talking about Megan the whole entire time. You can listen to me read her for 30 to 45 minutes. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All you is mad. You mad because you got on that motherfucking album and you thought you was playing with me. You mad because you was in that pink wig and you thought you was playing with me, bitch. What? You mad because I'm the people's choice. You mad because people not identifying with you. You mad because you got caught up in all them damn lies. I see Bill on fucking Instagram, so my people laughing at people's trauma is fucked up. I don't get down like that. I don't give a fuck. How the fuck y'all get now? At the end of the day, a bitch lying on somebody is low down, so believe what the fuck you want to believe. But unless somebody kept it a buck, I ain't got no sympathy for that bullshit. Y'all can keep up with that. Yeah. She got hurt. Yeah, and that's cool. Huh? Are y'all... This is coming from the woman who is accusing Megan of being mentally delayed. You literally had your attorneys sit down and listen to your live streams, to which they transcribed it, meaning they put all of your words and had AI come put it into text, and all you're talking about is shitting on Megan. How does this make you look any better? Why would a judge dismiss this if all you're talking about is the person who's suing you for this reason, for talking down on them, making light of their trauma and things of that nature? Sorry, guys. How the fuck are you making yourself look any better? How are you making this compelling to a judge to say, oh, this has no legal merit, when all you're doing is talking about her and shitting on her? But let's keep it going. Since y'all want to play dumb, let's get real stupid. She say, but how did you get hurt? How? And what are the circumstances? And what after that? So, bitch, if you think I'm going to be sitting up here boo-hooing for a bitch that played up in all y'all face, not mine, because I always said her ass was lying, bitch. I don't. You think I feel sorry for the bitch? I don't. But you just acknowledged that she got hurt. The question is, do you know how she got hurt? Because I would think the people that was there would know how she got hurt better than you, a spectator online, receiving third-party information from a motherfucker that don't want to go to prison and their family. But you know, Common Sense only dropped a couple albums till he just changed his name to Common. Here we go. The fuck? A bitch fuck with my nigga? I'm going to slap that hoe. And whatever come after it, come after it. The fuck is you talking about? So no, I don't feel no ways about it. How does any of this make you look better? These are same transcriptions from Megan's filing. You're now going and expounding on the conversation that does not make you look any better. Excuse me. And I hate that you lied, and that's just that. I don't give a fuck about that NBC article. Bitch going to help me get my verification. Thank you. Free promo. Y'all think it's a smart idea to go up against independent media? That's a smart idea? Who in the fuck is advising you? Maybe the same people that told you were smart and told you to tell all these goddamn lies. I don't know, but bitch, you need help. You say going up against independent media, and I would fall into the independent media category my damn self. But I think the question wouldn't be, do you think it's a smart idea to go up against independent media? I think the question would be, do you as independent media think it's a smart idea to go against somebody who is successful, has millions of dollars, has one of the strongest legal teams in the country, and, you know, I can't say what's going to happen for certain, but it doesn't look like things are going to work out in your favor. Do you think that's smart? Clearly you do. But you say Megan needs help. For those of y'all that are out there, and I know it's only a couple y'all that actually fuck with this lady, think about all of this stuff that you're seeing. Think critically. I know y'all don't think that she has the power to harass Megan, but in Megan's paperwork, she says that she's leveraging her hundreds of thousands of subscribers, followers, etc., with a hate campaign. I don't see how y'all wouldn't align this with a hate campaign, but if you don't, God bless you. She says, now, moving on to what happened at court, because I don't give a damn about that article, so don't ask me nothing less about it. Today, because I may go off about it tomorrow, we come back to the court. We were supposed to start at 10. Well, we get up in here. We ain't started talking about, we're going to have to wait about an hour. So I said, all right, I get up. Hey, mother, I get out and I go outside. Hey, mother. So you're really claiming Tori's family? Mother, brother, dad type shit? Just because y'all met in the thick of him being on trial? Y'all are weird. She says, I get out and I go, and again, anyone that's on her side, y'all don't find it strange that she would embrace these people as family when they don't know her, she don't know them? I find that strange. Only people I identify as shit, not even my closest of friends do I call their mother my mom. I might say auntie or something. But you know what? Let's keep going. So I'm sitting outside. Lo and behold, who do I see? Now, you may not know, but I have photographic memory. So when I look, I seen this black man up there. He had on all black and he had dreadlocks. And I said, is that Jaquan? So I hurried up and got on Twitter. So, bitch, I can tell everybody. And I said, bitch, I see Jaquan. Bitch making googly eyes. And so everybody here they go. Well, it hasn't been confirmed that Jaquan is here, but I think Jaquan is here. If I said something, that's what it is. You think I'm finna say Jaquan here and he ain't here? Oh, I'm still not a reliable source. Rely on these nuts, bitch. Jaquan was up there, like I said, and while the prosecution was giving closing statements, they running notes, bitch. 3 different times. They done came up in there with notes for Kathy TA. So I'm like, child, what's going on? So one of my people had to go to the bathroom, so he had to leave out of the courthouse or out of the room. And so when we got done, he was like, I need to tell you something. And I was like, ooh, tell me. And he was like, oh, bitch, they found Justin, the same Justin, big ass, stupid ass Justin that wasn't never lost in the first place. They done found Justin. And I said, oh, too little, too late, baby. Too late to apologize. I said, what the hell you done came up out the woodwork for? So Jody, little talking about, I need to talk to her immediately. Little too late, boo. So at the end of the day, Justin means nothing. Justin was not there when she needed him, just like he wasn't there in person when he had that gun in the motherfucking pool. And that bitch was acting like she was so affected by it. Child, please. These people is clowns. Clowns from Basetown. So anyway, I see Jaquan in the hallway, so it's certain people that's scared to say Jaquan there. So I say, unintelligible, you're welcome. They said, well, I don't know if Jaquan here. Bitch, I said Jaquan was there. And I was right, because, bitch, that's what the fuck I saw. Quit playing with me. So anyway, we finally come into the motherfucking courthouse, and they was like, Tori, oh, you gonna testify? Basically, baby, Tori was like, child, I'm not testifying. They said, you talked to your representation, you know all about it, you cool. He was like, yeah, I'm not testifying. Bitch, I could have jumped up and got the Holy Ghost. What? I did not think that it was a good idea that he testify. I did not want him to testify. All it was going to do was try to bring up his past and, sit up and, try to misconstrue shit and try to make him to be a monster. That's what they've been doing. So him getting on the stand wasn't a good idea to me. I'm not the defense. You sure ain't, because that nigga did not nigga did not testify on behalf of his own self. And now he's sitting in his own cell. And now y'all niggas are still not satisfied. So what would you have us do? You out here fighting on the front lines, trying to take this woman down on a daily basis. What would you have us do? Y'all get what I'm saying? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Jaquan is Tori's bodyguard, the nigga that was present in the night in question with Tori, driving the vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. For whatever reason, I think she's trying to say that he was supposed to show up to testify and he was there at one moment and not there in another. I can't explain why that would be or why that wouldn't be. It ain't my job to explain that. That's above my pay grade, and I would think it's above hers as well. But she thinks she knows so much, she inserted herself into the situation, and she's been inserted into a lawsuit. I don't see what's so complicated for her to understand. Shit. Where was we at? I'm glad he decided to not get on the stand. They asked for a stipulation. For anybody that's present that doesn't know what a stipulation is, a stipulation in the court of law is something that is to be taken as a fact. So if I say take this stipulation, accept this stipulation, the sky is blue, then you admit that as a fact, that the sky is blue. For all my folks out there that are into legalese, I know what stipulations mean in regular real world context, but I don't know what a stipulation is as it pertains to the courts. Is that in fact true, that a stipulation is something that you accept as fact? I looked into it a little bit myself in just a quick second. It looks like the gist of what she's saying is true. You accept it as fact so that you're not wasting the court's time going back and forth to prove that whatever this statement or this thing is, you're not going back and forth over the validity of said claim. Right? So I guess she is correct in a roundabout way, right? So she says, if I take this stipulation, accept this stipulation, the sky is blue, then you admit that it's fact that the sky is blue. Okay, so shit like that. So the prosecution said, we would like to stipulate Mr. Peterson was granted a diversion and was thrown out in April of 17. Now, why is this relevant? Why is this important? Ask me again in a second who Jaquan is and why he's important. They brought up, there's an allegation that Tory tried to bribe a bitch, and he allegedly said, well, I'm on probation. I'll give you $1 million. I'm on probation. Don't say nothing. Okay, so I'm guessing the B in question would be Kelsey. Because maybe he offered Megan $1 million too, Okay, Tory wasn't on motherfucking probation, so what the hell you talking about? So then they go pull his goddamn case out they ass from 2017 talking about he on diversion. Babe, even if he was on a diversion, you still would have to go to court. Is that lamb? You still go to court and you would have to still go through that process and then be put on probation. Diversion is not probation. I could have swore a diversion program is basically still probation, but it's like it's a way to kind of how could I put this? Like if they give you 3 years probation or some shit, let's just say that, but you go through the diversion program, so you could possibly get off sooner if you fulfill everything to a T within your diversion, right? To it's like almost like a good behavior type of thing that how niggas get good behavior in jail. That's what I believe the diversion to be from. I've never been on it, but I've heard of it through people that have. But whatever. This is all splitting hairs about shit that's already determined. Right? So I'm not finna go through this whole shit. Right? But basically it sounds like she's recounting the events of the night of the incident between Tory, Megan, Kelsey, where Megan was shot and injured, right? So for whatever reason, she's trying to go through the events of that night in her own words, by the way. So at this point, she's trying to recount things going on with the pool. Megan comes out to the car, said, bitch, Kylie said we got to get the fuck up out of here. He was the one that took them from that location, as in Jaquan, Kylie's home, and was driving when they ultimately pulled over, not once but twice. And then this incident, took place. So Jaquan would have been very important if we would have gotten him on the stand, because he would have been able to be another person that would have given an eyewitness account. Okay. Again, I'm not finna sit through this shit. I'm just trying to understand what Milagro's legal team is trying to accomplish by utilizing this. Right? Is this are they trying to make this seem like this is just overall commentary that is not done in malicious nature to speak down on Megan? Because it seems that however you slice it, she's trying to discredit Megan's story, which, again, like I've said before, to a certain degree, that's her human right and opinion. What I'm trying to understand is at what point does your opinion about a person take over your life? Because I don't really seem to know like too much about this woman outside of the fact that she speaks on everything Megan does. If Megan eats a motherfucking M&M, a pink Starburst, if she takes a shit on a tour bus when you ain't supposed to, it's like she just is a gnat existing to discount Megan every chance they get, or she gets, excuse me. So I'm trying to get what her legal team is trying to prove by transcribing that particular live. Okay. So now we've got June 22nd, 2023, user Holiday K. She says, I believe that this is exactly how they feel about you, Megan. I believe that this is exactly how they feel about you. We know you a lying ass hoe and you have absolutely ruined Tori's life. Yeah, that's how they feel about you. Part 2. I don't feel like they wouldn't have you by they nigga. And those are the things that make me feel like it won't ever go anywhere, because at the end of the day, what brand? What's the cornerstone of Megan's brand at this point? You were supposed to be a girl's girl, but you're fucking your girl's boy. You understand? You ain't no solid bitch in that regard. Then you lied on set. You just didn't tell the truth. You stay in court. What does the brand become? The Tory Lanez victim who's trying to get up out this deal that nobody cares enough to buy her out of. Like, child, what is this? Again, how does any of this make Milagro look valid? So here, was Megan Thee Stallion caught trying to deceive the courts again? The answer is yes. If you ask her former cameraman, Emilio Garcia, Emilio's about to eat grass as well. After Emilio filed a lawsuit alleging an unstable work environment, Megan Thee Stallion filed to dismiss the lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, Emilio's calling bullshit and says Megan is lying and lives in California. He has hotel receipts, texts, and emails. Excuse me, smart people. How can you prove I live in California if you have hotel receipts? Are they my hotel receipts? Because I put you up in hotels? How can you prove that that I live in California? Do I have California ID, or am I just out there seasonally? Because artists, depending on where they're at in their workload and their work schedule, if they're in recording mode, they go to whatever they're going to be at for the next few months recording. If they're working on TV and stuff like that, most likely they're going to be in LA. If you're doing label meetings, you're most likely going to be in LA or New York, possibly, depending on the companies. The industry is centered around LA. So even if you do, like Megan owns a home in Florida, you know what I'm saying? So according to the law, she lives in Florida. So what are these hotel receipts, texts, and emails supposed to say? Does she literally come out and say, I live in Cali? And these are things that Emilio would have to prove. But like I said, Emilio finna eat grass. So these are all, I believe they're expanding on the allegations that Megan put in her filing. So they're saying, okay, let's revisit some of these links that Megan sent so that we could give you further context about what was happening, what was being said. But again, I don't think a judge is going to look at any of these clips, any of these screenshots and say, yeah, I understand. I'm going to throw this out because you ain't really talking about her. When all you doing here is talking about her very consistently, speaking on her in a negative way pretty consistently. There's really no way to cut or slice it or expand on the content to absolve yourself of that. It's going to ultimately be up to the judge to determine if this is harassment or not. So no, I don't think they're going to throw it out. But again, I guess you got to try. So here, June 9th, 2024, they include the link. I guess it's still up. She says, wonder, what do you think you're most known for? Your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you? My big mouth, I got a big mouth. Can't help it. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes. But that's the thing, right? We don't know Megan the most for acting. We know Megan the most for music. Some people feel like she's always in controversy, but that's not that's not Megan's life. That's not what Megan is known for. Megan has too much music out to be known for that. She got too many hits out to be known for that. She just went on a fucking tour. Like if she was one of these other artists, and I'm not gonna throw any names out there, but one of these other artists that might have sold 10,000 records this year, opening up for another artist that would probably open up for a bigger artist. You know what I mean? Somebody that's just it's not working out for her. Megan Thee Stallion has, okay, yeah, she sold 2 projects in the 60 something thousand margin this year. She's got projects that have sold over 100,000, and I'm talking about first week because we know that the Megan project is beyond gold, nearly platinum. So to say, what do you think people most know you for? What do you think people most know you for? You know what I'm saying? Like some people might say, J Nolan, I most know you for talking about Megan Thee Stallion related commentary. I may know you for talking about Kendrick Lamar. I may know you for earlier this year, you talked about some Nicki Minaj content, Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of different things. Some people say, shit, I come and watch your commentary, nigga, but I'm really coming for the intro music. So people would know me for that too. Not to mention there's a whole other group of people prior to 2024 that strictly know J Nolan as that nigga be rapping his ass off. And they got fucking years of footages and, shit. Milagro, if we ask you that question, what do you think people know you for? So I think all of this is funny. I'm not finna read through this shit. Okay? I'm just not finna do it. I thought y'all was gonna really come with some heat with this motion for dismissal. Y'all came with a bunch of transcriptions of you just talking about this lady on endless whims. Talking about her crying, talking about her label, talking about her situation with Tory, talking about Jay-Z, talking about Beyonce. And again, the thing about commentary is, or at least in my perspective, I can only give you mine, is I don't come on here to harass anybody, talk down on anybody. I don't come on here necessarily to discredit anybody. I don't come on here to downplay anybody. That's one of the things I don't like to do. Now, if you say something that's easily proven wrong and you're on some whole bullshit, I'm going to call it out. I don't care who it is. But at the same token, my next video about that person, I could easily be saying redeemable qualities about them. I could be saying, hey, I typically am not a fan of this person, but salute to them for this. This is really dope. You get what I'm saying? This motion for dismissal is a load of horseshit. I'm literally on page, what page is it? 55 out of 61. Y'all haven't even given us context as to what these transcriptions are supposed to depict. And I know this isn't given to us as in me and the viewers. This is for the judge. But what judge wants to sit there and read this shit with no moral to the story? Like, where the rest of this shit at? Where's the description of what these transcriptions are supposed to depict? Like, this is why this should be dismissed. Am I tripping? I'm literally sitting here just wondering, like, yo, Shawty, where did you get your legal counsel from? Did y'all just go to the bookstore and hire somebody? Like, did y'all go to the fucking local library and say, man, come, librarian, I know you smart, you educated. Come be my legal, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, man? So here we have a letter from the Southern District of Florida. And this here is from the judge allowing Megan Thee Stallion up until January 13th of next year to file a response to Milagro's motion to dismiss. So Megan has until January 13th to let the judge know these are all of the reasons why this should not be dismissed. Again, this is the second time. This is nothing but a game of cat and mouse. Milagro, every time Megan comes out with something, Milagro's gonna say, I think it should be thrown out. Blah 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 blah. And she doesn't seem to have. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. Certainly not a judge. I'm not a paralegal. I'm not any of the above. But based on the presentation that I was just going through, what is somebody supposed to do with that? Embarrassing. But again, for my legal folks out there, because I know some of y'all do watch my channel, some of y'all have worked in the field, let me know if anything you saw in that paperwork. And of course, I didn't go through the whole thing because it was just too expansive. I'm not finna read through whole conversations that don't lead me in any direction. They don't give me any causation as to why they're applicable. They don't give me any, any context as to like, oh, my words were taken out of my intention. We were having conversations about totally different subjects, and I just happened to somebody happened to bring up Megan Thee Stallion. I spoke on her really quickly, and I moved on. Because literally the transcriptions of those live streams from top to bottom speak on Megan Thee Stallion in a disparaging way, whether it be from the courtroom, again, like I said, to the night in question, to the pool, to her record label woes with 1501, everything, every different, because that's like different years of the Megan Thee Stallion saga. And here you are, tearing them down each step of the way. So I think that is a paper trail of, I hate to say it, harassment. Not to mention that deep fake thing. You didn't even address that in the paperwork. You haven't told us why that should be stricken from the record or should be dismissed. That's definitely all up throughout Megan's paperwork. So here again, this states, Megan Pete plaintiff, Milagro Elizabeth Cooper defendant. This cause came before the court on plaintiff's unopposed motion for an extension of time to respond to defendant's motion to dismiss First Amendment complaint, ECF number 31, being fully advised as it is ordered and adjudged that the motion is granted in part. Plaintiff has up through and including January 13, 2025 to file her response to defendant's motion to dismiss First Amendment complaint, done and ordered in Miami, Florida, this 23rd day of December, 2024. So all this took place yesterday. Almost immediately after Milagro filed her motion for dismissal, the judge came with this and says, Megan, you got till January 13th to respond. You best believe Megan and her team are going to respond, and this thing is going to proceed. It's not getting tossed out. Milagro's going to have to face the music. Now, how that's going to turn out in court, I don't know. I can't predict. But you're going to have your day in court. You're not about to shortchange this and get past it without answering some questions. Okay? So that's what we have from Milagro. She comes out here, she paints herself like she's some intellectual, like she knows what the fuck she's doing and talking about. And then everything she does proves on the contrary. Y'all let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I hope you paid more than $3,000 for your motherfucking attorneys. I hope the $3,000 ain't all you had from Tory Daddy in order to solidify your legal counsel, because it's looking like you put a $3K down. Again, let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. Happy holidays. Peace. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.